All right, we're rolling. We're going to give this another shot. This will be the second time I've done this one, but we're going to talk about triangles in this particular little video. Triangles being the strong and rigid member of the polygon community, the one that we're most familiar with perhaps. And the thing with triangles, well, they show up in all kinds of things where we need solid structure, like the rafters of your house, up in your ceiling, above your ceiling. There's bunches of triangles that keep the snow from caving in your roof or the wind from blowing it over. And this bridge back here, bunches of triangles that make the bridge strong enough for trains to go over, even though there's a big long span in between the real supports. So triangles, they're good for you. So we can categorize triangles in a couple of ways. We can categorize them by their side lengths, by the lengths of their sides, or by the, how their sides work. This one, in which all three sides are the same, is called an equilateral triangle. My writing is still not any better on this equilateral triangle. Okay, and in this one, all three sides are congruent. Okay, this one over here, where two of the sides are the same length, is called an isosceles triangle. What is this? How do you spell isosceles? I'll spell it right at least once. Isosceles triangle. And in this one, two of the sides are congruent. Okay, it turns out that two of the angles are congruent, and all three angles over here are congruent. And this last one is called a scalene triangle. And a scalene triangle has no congruent sides. So that's how we categorize triangles, by the lengths of their sides. We can also categorize them according to their angle measurements. This one over here has got a right angle. That's what that little box in the corner means. So if it's got a right angle, it's a right triangle. This angle over here is really kind of big. Okay, it's what's referred to as an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. That makes an obtuse angle. And so, if a triangle has an obtuse angle in it, it's called an obtuse triangle. And then, all of these angles here, all three of them, are less than 90 degrees. So this is called an acute triangle. And in an acute triangle, all the angles are less than 90 degrees. Okay, because if they're more than 90 degrees, that makes it obtuse, or if they're exactly, that makes it right. So they've all got to be less than 90 degrees. So combining those pieces, we've got to ask ourselves, can we make an acute triangle that's also scalene? And the answer is yes. I'd like you to try. Can we make an acute triangle that's also isosceles? Yes. I'd like you to try. Can we make an acute triangle that's also equilateral? Why, yes. I think I just showed you one of those, right? Okay, so all the side lengths are the same and all the angles are less than 90 degrees. So try to make those. Try to either find them in the previous triangles or someplace on your own. Can we make a right scalene triangle? Yes, we can. Can we make a right isosceles triangle? Why, yes, you can. Can we make a right equilateral triangle? No, we can't, because that would mean we'd have three 90-degree angles, and that's too many angles to have in one triangle. Can we make an obtuse scalene? Yes, I believe I just showed you one. Can we make an obtuse isosceles? Yes, I might have shown you one of those too. Can we make an obtuse equilateral? Not so much. Okay, because again, we'd have an angle bigger than 90 degrees. In fact, we'd have to have three angles bigger than 90 degrees because, again, in the equilateral triangle, it's also equally angular, so all these angles are the same, and we can't have three angles that are 90 or bigger in one triangle. It's just not done. All right, so try to fill in the blanks with your best examples of those types of triangles. Now we're going to talk about constructing a triangle, and for that, get rid of that piece, I'm going to go down to the hover cam, and we'll show you how to do that. So in just a brief second, oh, here I am. I'm at the hover cam. So with this triangle, what we do is we want to draw a triangle that has side lengths 7, 8, and 10. So we start by drawing the 10 centimeter line, and I always pick the largest side to draw, just to make our life a little easier. And what we'll do is we'll then set our compass to correspond to one of the other lengths. So in this case, I've got it set for 7 centimeters. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I just got it marking out 7 centimeters long from 0 to 7. I'll just go to one of my ends and I'll swing an arc. Okay, I just make a, part of a circle right there. I don't need to make the whole circle. Okay, then I will reset my compass so it now is set for 8 centimeters. See that I'm on the 8. Okay, and I'll go to the other end. And from that other end, at the other end of the line, I will swing an arc, and lo and behold, I have made an X. See the X? And then I just take my ruler, start at one end, go up to the X, and there the cross, bing, boom, bang. There's a one side, and then I do the same thing from that other side all the way down to this end here, and I've got me a triangle. Okay, so steps for making the triangle. This was my 7 centimeter side, that's my 8 centimeter side, so we can make a triangle with just a compass and a ruler, and it works out to be a nice triangle every single time. So let's get a little summary action going. So steps to make a triangle. I would suggest that we, I was going to type it because my handwriting would be better, but we start with the largest side. You draw that one freehand, okay? Step 1. Then set your compass. Compass for another side, for a side length, not the one you already did. Swing the arc. Lord, man, let's try this. So do that. Undo, undo, undo. Okay. Let's just start typing. Swing the arc. Arc. Okay, so we swing the arc. And then from there, we're going to set the compass to the other side length. And then we're going to swing the arc from the other end of the first line. Okay, until I don't teach typing. Okay, so we swing the arc from there, and that's going to make an X. An X. Connect X to ends of first line. Okay, so let's see if we can make this all look nice. We swing an arc, we set our compass for the other side length, swing the arc from the other side, we make an X, and we connect. Oops. If anybody gets crazy on me, we'll go there, make an X, and go. So if I go back to my picture, we started with this line down here. I drew that freehand. I always pick the largest side because then I don't have to set my compass that big. Then I go with, I went with 7 centimeters. I swung the arc. Then I went with the 8 centimeters, swung the arc the other way, like that. Made the X. I connected from the X to there, and voila, triangle just for you. All right, so we are going to have you practice with some of that. And we're going to spend some more time with triangles because they're just delightful. And that's about all for today. I thank you for listening, and I hope that it recorded, so I don't have to record this again. All right, hey, thanks. We'll see you soon. Bye.